All right, so I've set up one of our Ruxton packs with all of the accessories that we offer, just so you can see how it all goes together and what kind of things you would store in those accessories. So okay, so I've taken the black front cover that comes with the standard pack. I've taken that off and replaced it with one of our front covers with pockets. And all of these pockets, they actually have removable dividers in them, so that if you have two small items, you can put them in here. Or if you have one big item that needs to go across the whole pocket, you can. And that's the case for both top and bottom pockets. Instead of using a hook and loop or Velcro to secure the pocket lid, we use this magnetic assisted quick release, because you can just let go of it and the magnets join the two, and so it's closed. And this will never plug up with dirt and sticks and moss and things like Velcro does. So this will last much longer. And there's two places you can put a roll of ribbon. So both top and bottom pocket, both sides, same with the down here. And you can feed it out of the grommet on here. And on here there's a little, it's a Velcro closed tab, but you can pull ribbon out of that one as well. The zippered pocket on the bottom is better for small items that you don't want to lose. The top pocket, of course, if you have small items in there, they can still sneak out even when the pocket lid's closed. But it's ideal for larger items that you need quick access to. So you'll see here I've got our bottle holster, which in this case I've got a tin of spray paint in. Our radio holster. This is the position I prefer to have the radio holster. I put it up as high as I can and secure it. The radio holster comes with this shock cord, and you can secure the antenna, which is important to do so you don't get the antenna in your eye or up your nose, which is a rather unpleasant experience and surprising. And utility pouch. So the utility pouch is great because it's got an outer storage area with slots, so you can put things like, it's good for like pens, pencils, even a folding knife will fit into it nicely. Extra battery can fit in there. And then in the larger part of the pouch, it's good for bigger items, like in this case I've got a tape measure in there, but it'll fit a small pair of binoculars and a variety of other gear. And the shoulder pocket, for some of our customers who have to use a compass or a clinometer, even like a spot satellite communicator, it'll fit in here. And there is the option to put a cover over it so it can't fall out. In this case, for a compass, I much prefer to have it readily accessible. So the sides are adjustable with hook and loop. And it's the same with the radio holster, hook and loop, so you can adjust it to suit your radio. So it's a nice snug fit. But typically with the compass, I just make sure it's nice and snug so that it slips in there, but it won't fall out easily. So you can adjust it so that it really, so you can adjust the shoulder pocket so that when you put an item in there, it's nice and snug and it's not likely to fall out, but I still want to have it tied on with a lanyard. And something else that comes in handy at times is the ability to actually carry things on the back of the harness. So like this impact driver has a hook on it. Well, you can hook that onto the webbing on the back. So it means you can carry a variety of tools and keep your hands free. So if you need to climb a ladder or scaffolding or something like that, you can actually put those there. You can add other things like a hammer loop that allows you to carry a rock hammer for a geologist, or if you're on a construction site and you need to have a hammer or other tools, you can add those on this belt here. And the other thing I should show you is how you can wear this with a backpack. So we actually we're thoughtful about how we designed the harness for the chest pack to make sure that it would be compatible with a backpack. I'd say at least a third of our customers have to wear a backpack, and typically in the backpack they're carrying things that they need to look after themselves, like food, water, first aid kits, survival gear, extra clothing, plus extra supplies. So it could be an extra tin of spray paint or rolls of ribbon, things like that. For working in the woods on the west coast of Canada, this is my favorite backpack. And the reason being is it's made by Duder. It has a mesh panel on the back. So in the summertime, you've got airflow in here. So it's a lot cooler, certainly a lot cooler than wearing a vest. It's way nicer. Now with the backpack, you can still do up the sternum strap. And I like to pass that actually underneath the straps on the chest pack. And you can also do up the hip belt, which keeps the backpack stable and takes some of the weight off of your shoulders. And it just passes underneath the bottle holster and utility pouch, so you can still do that up. And because the straps come across here, they don't, the buckles here don't interfere with the shoulder straps, so it's still a nice comfortable way to carry your field gear is in that backpack. And I've certainly found, as compared to wearing like a survey vest, this is way more comfortable. And especially in the summertime when you don't have to carry as much, you don't need as much survival gear, you don't need the winter clothing. You can get away with a much smaller backpack as well. So I hope that helps you get the most out of your Fitek gear Ruxton pack and the accessories. I'd love to hear if you've got any tips or tricks on what you've come up with your tablet pack, or if you've got any ideas that you'd like to share. Please get in touch with us. You can put comments below, or you can go to our website, and there's a link to our website below as well. And you can use the contact form there to let us know what you've got for suggestions, or what you've found works well for the gear that you have to carry. So thanks very much.